tonight on BBC One. At 7 o'clock, Tomorrow's World includes a look at the dangers of driving.
Barry, I've commandeered a vehicle.
The old trick, eh? Eat the telly before I get a chance to nick you.
It's a toaster.
Charlie, you have been defeated. Surrender. You have failed.
Insufficient data.
Nazi ain't got no humanity. They're the foot soldiers of a Jew-hating, mass-murdering maniac, and they need to be destroyed. That's why any and every sumbitch we find wearing a Nazi uniform, they're gonna die.
Is this world protected? But you're not the first lot to have come here. Oh, there have been so many. And what you've got to ask is, what happened to them? Hello. I'm the doctor.
Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. How you doing, everybody? Hope you're doing very well. The sun is setting here in sunny Israel, right? It's a hot day out there today. What's it like in England? What's it like in England right now? Is it awful? I have to look. UK weather. Let's have a look. Well, it's not so bad. 29 today. Oh, that's pretty brutal. But you were like 32 or something before, wasn't it? And it's dropping a lot. You go down to like 22 on Saturday, right? So what's the Israel weather like today? Because it was scorching out. Oh, yeah, 28, 29. It felt it. Mate, did it feel it. Wow. Oh, we're in for a scorcher. So today was 28, tomorrow's 29, Saturday's 29, Sunday's 30, Monday 29, man with a low of 27. Holy shit, that can't be right. 29, 30, 31. Holy shit. Wow, that's going to be hot, baby. That's going to be hot. Anyway, but yeah, praise the good Lord. I'm awfully happy with that. Anyway, because you gave me a quite effusive mood right now, ladies and gentlemen. I can't remember, was it Tuesday? Did I do my last stream on Tuesday? Monday, I think it was. Yeah. It was on Tuesday, so I started to like calm down by then, right? I'm acclimating well to divorce. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I like being separated. Divorce is kind of working for me as well. Although, yeah, look, I do blame her, but I understand somewhat. Like my ex-wife, I should say, was on a bit of a bender, right? Towards the last few months of our marriage, she was just like a harpy to me. Oh my gosh, right? I mean, hell hath no fury, but like she scorned me first, so I thought it'd be okay. No. No. Oh my god, it's so bizarre, right? But yeah, so eventually it got to the point, after the actual Jewish divorce. I mean, we live literally 3-minute walk from each other, right? I said, that's it. I think I'm done, right? I don't think it's a good idea to have direct contact, right? So I archived her on WhatsApp. Then I think on Monday, I saw that she was trying to contact me, so I got this rabbi I know to act as an intermediary, saying, look, I really don't have direct contact. Can we just... No. She just wouldn't stop. Oh, my God. And the whole thing was... It was... I would describe it as another flex. Like, my ex really had the upper hand for most of the year, and she just genuinely used it, and she was enjoying having that power, I believe, right? That's what it felt like to me. So when I stopped that, saying like, I'm out, baby, right? It didn't go down well, right? So eventually, I like had to say they didn't have to. I chose to. I sent this like really, really, really rough message, which is saying like, this is what happened, and that's why I don't want to be anywhere near you. And I said, never contact me again. I really mean it. And since I did that, it was actually I was very, very emotionally jarred by like her not giving me the space I wanted. Right, so I was like, and I really freaked out. My older son had to like do an intervention and talk me down. Right, thank God he did. He's a good boy. But anyway, so it was like an emotionally jangling few days. But then yesterday, right, really weirdly, around 9 o'clock, I was on the couch watching telly, as you do. And, oh, man, I decided to cook last night. I made myself a pasta carbonara. That is good stuff, baby. Yeah, that's the good thing about cooking. You have good food, right? That works for me. I really enjoy cooking. I was like, it takes about 10 minutes. It's so crazy not to. Anyway, and I suddenly start feeling, I was sitting on the couch, suddenly start feeling just really good. Like, just really, really super good. And I think the open-ended, could well be permanent separation from my ex is so good for me. Oh, my God. Like, I could kind of feel like myself being able to breathe again. So that's good. That's good. And then shortly thereafter, I found that I've been paid off. Right, and as a divorce settlement, she wanted to keep the house, so she bought me out of it. Right, which is a reasonable sum of money. So that came in. So this put me in a very, very good situation spiritually, because right now we're in a period called the 9 days. The whole period is called the 3 weeks, but this is the 9 days. The last 9 days are the heaviest. No meat or wine except on Sabbath. Right, during these 9 days. Don't listen to music. Don't no marriages. No weddings. Things like that, right? It's a reasonably big deal, right? And this is commemorating the destruction of Jerusalem and Israel and the beginning of this 2,000-year exile. And the reason we live in this 2,000-year exile is because we were all shitty to each other, right? And like. I'm rewatching Game of Thrones right now. I just got up to the penultimate episode finished the penultimate episode of season 1, where Eddard Stark meets his demise. Right, spoiler warning. It's 15 years old. Right, and as I say, his story arc was 100% my story arc in my synagogue. He ends up being killed because he's like super honorable. Right. Me too. So, what was I saying? Fine, yeah. So we're in this period, the 9 days. It ends on Wednesday night, goes through to Thursday. Of a 25-hour fast. No food or water. It's a tough one, right? It's the same as the Day of Atonement, Yom Kippur, but I find that much easier. Anyway. So. Because there's an idea in Kabbalah and Judaism in general that if you've done a sin, if you made a mistake, and then God puts you in exactly the same position again, that's a real vote of confidence, because now you can do the right thing, and that's basically what I think, right? I think we had a lot of firstly, our marriage was not a good marriage, right? We were not a good pairing, right? And honestly, neither of us really noticed it. I mean, because we're busy raising kids and living life and having regular sex, and once you do that, you kind of you can paper over that. Papers over just about any crap, right? But we were not good together. We loved each other for the vast majority of it. Right, so we received a large sum of money as inheritance, and we wasn't tithed the way I thought it should be, right? And I really feel that was the cause of all our problems, right? I think that's where everything came from, And then that came out in couples counseling, and my wife just disagreed completely. Said, "No, it's got nothing to do." I'm like, "Well, that's kind of this is an important thing for me, right? Because I really think it is. And I think the good Lord agrees with me somewhat, right? Because that was the straw that broke the camel's back, where I decided that we need to get divorced, right? I wasn't happy about it, but I decided there's no way we can go forward together without seeing eye to eye on this one. Right, because honestly, I don't think God slapping us around for not doing, which is what the last 15 years have been, right, is going to stop. Right? I don't, I told my wife, look, we've done the time, now we just got to say sorry. And like, I don't think the time stops until you say sorry. So I was like, yeah, look, I got to get off this train, right? I got to get off this train because I think there are thunderbolts are coming to it, right? So anyway, I just assumed we would sell the house and split it, but my ex-wife really wanted to keep it, so she put herself into a lot of debt to buy me out. Okay, which I thought was a really bad idea for her, but it's not really my problem, right? I advise against it because I think that's the moral thing to do, right? Anyway, I was always kind of like, she was really upset about having to buy me out of the house. Like, which is just insane. Like, I literally built that bloody house. Anyway, I'm not literally, but I did pay for that house. I mean, like, most of it. Anyway, so, I was like the only guy earning an income while we were building that house. Anyway, I digress. Right, so because I got this large sum of money, now I'm in exactly the same position I was 15 years ago, right? And this time I'm tithing it, right? Straight away, do not pass go, do not collect $200, like straight. So I started on that today, and I donated $15,000, right? And man, it's really good to do it, right? Yeah, I'll show you the place I donated it to. 1 second, Bezri. Doing. They got a very good website. 1 second, share screen. So this place became well known because they donate food. They give food to the poor essentially. But they got a whole bunch of programs now. Summer relief campaign. In a seasonal standstill, malnutrition and high. And risk making, managers and risk making it the season of instability and crisis, but you can bring help and relief. So I donated to that. I didn't donate to the Stand With Israel. I mean, I had 2 sons in the army. I think I gave enough there. I think I gave something to the Widows and Orphan Fund. What did I give to that one? Hang on, let's have a look. There's a couple of things. Wedding assistance, right, and support a widow for a year. Those 2 were things I was very happy to do. And emergency fund, just when shit happens, help. Adopt a wedding. I did a few of these. Like, look, here's the thing. There's a lot of kids in Israel and a lot of poverty, right? Because the Haredim, the ultra-Orthodox, don't work, right? So I adopted two weddings. I can't remember. I adopted a wedding and also gave her a 200 gift basket for the bride. Food support. This was a big one. For $89, you feed 3 families for a year. I'm like, and it's such a great thing to be able to do if you can do it, and I'm really happy to do it. I gave this one a cold cut. What was this one? Sponsor a voucher for a bride. Yeah, it's all here. Bring joy to a needy bride. These women have had different life stories. So Sarah M was raised alone by her mother and her parents divorced. After her parents divorced, thankfully my kids were all grown up. Miriam L grew up in a dormitory school. Ayala S parents are unemployed and can't pay their bills. And Hebda R's father has been battling chronic illness for the past 5 years. These women have different life stories, but something they have in common is they're all about to get married, and they're all struggling to find a way to cover expenses. Being a struggling bride, is the English word, has big dreams for a new life, just like any bride to be. But unlike other women, she also has big worries. besides the major costs of her wedding, such as hall rental, catering, and other necessities, a struggling bride also worries about her expenses for after the celebration, household essentials she needs for a future home. So American Friends of Yad Eliezer Bezri's Carla Bridal Program is to remedy the situation, providing support for brides who face financial challenges. I think this is just so nice. Financial challenges, allaying their worry and bringing relief. You know how I like to bring relief, baby. We're a bunch of brides. I feel like such a shit. We partnered with the beautiful Prati Chasana Center in Jerusalem to allocate store credit for brides when they can use a purchase such items as linens, dishes, small appliances, personal effects, and other necessities. This arrangement empowers each of our brides to shop for their needs with dignity, a pretty significant discounted price for their wide range of products. Oh, wait a minute. I remember that. I think my son went there because he got free stuff because he was in the army. And there was like, the guy said he was like the vacuum Nazi. They wanted a vacuum and they're like, no, you don't. What did you do for a doctor? I didn't read the help for a poor family make a beautiful wedding. This is something that really gives people like stomach ulcers, right? So I'm really happy to be able to know. I guess get 15 grand there, but don't worry. I did a bit of retail therapy for myself, right? Check out what's on the way from Amazon. Okay, order. Here we go. So we got August 16th. We have Nemesis of the Wallet Definitive Edition, Volume 3. I got all the volumes. Jupiter's Legacy, the finale. I had no idea this came out, right? Judge Dredd, A Penitent Man, great Judge Dredd. Picard Season 3, the only season of Picard in my mind, right? Yes. Anything else doesn't really exist. Although you forget, at the beginning of Season 3, they tied to Season 2 quite hard. Who were Kill or Be Killed, but the last thing in my Ed Brubaker collection, right? Apart from one more, which apparently is out. I didn't know about it. Doctor Who, the movie, the new upgrade. Rogue Trooper, the complete collection, Volume 2. Rogue Trooper Blighty, Blighty Valley. I'm really looking forward to these. These are new graphic novels written by Garth Ennis, right? More Nemesis of the Warlock. Slaying the Definitive Edition. I've got the first 3 of those. Got some new knickers. Oh, like the knickers, more Rogue Trooper. Rogue Trooper when a GI dies, another Garth Ennis Rogue Trooper thing. More Slain. Leather 44 Compendium, really great. And then genuinely really great science fiction comic. Ran for a while. It was like a much more kind of like a political 2001. Yeah, imagine The West Wing meets 2001. Actually, 2010. Do you mind just taking a swig of drink? There you go. What else we got over here? So yeah, 5 Gears in Reverse. There's a new criminal book. I had no idea. Again, Brubaker and Sean Phillips, right? Such a great combination. More Nemesis of Warlock, but also Slain, the Horn God Anniversary Edition, which is oversized. And so it's like rescan the artwork. It's supposed to be gorgeous, right? Slain the Definitive Edition Volume 3. And of course, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. But if you haven't seen this is, again, Planet of the Apes is one of the few franchises that has never had a duffer. I'm even contemplating rewatching the Tim Burton one at some point because, like, it's never had a duffer, right? Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is a great movie. And then also around the same day, The Complete Dice Man. Now, this was 2018's attempt to do like role-playing games where turn to paddle 14 or things like that with a dice. So I remember like 8 issues. It didn't do well, but they re-released it on an oversized hardback. Oh, can't wait! I cannot wait. One of the reasons I upgraded my I had the older print on Nemesis of the Warlock, right? But it was again reduced and it was like a really bad scan. Right, a really genuinely bad scan. Are these ones in color? Let's have a look. Hang on, let's have a look. Is it in color or black and white? Yeah. Where is it? Color spread pages. Okay. Yeah, no, just gorgeous stuff. Gorgeous stuff. Anyway, Deadpool versus Wolverine, completing my Fox superhero movie collection. Gesture Control, I really like that volume, right? That story. It's a really good one. And Shakara, the completely, I freaking love Shakara, right? It's a very monosyllabic story. Really great art. I love it. Absolutely love it. And more Road Trooper. Mate, I'm doing well. But wait, there's more. There's more. Let's go to Lulu. Let's go to Lulu. My stores, my account. Let's see. Yeah, things I bought, I guess. Credit card. But order history. There you go. Yeah, this is my. I also ordered this day. Frickin' fortune. A frickin' fortune. The Blake 7 production diaries, right? Series A, Series B, Series C, Book 1, and Series C, Book 2. Can't wait. Cannot wait. Right? I think these are going to be awesome. Can you zoom in on it? Yeah. So yeah, that was a real big expense. Something I was a bit miffed about though. Check this out. Was it Masterpiece replicas? Master replicas. Is this? Oh yeah. Okay. Fine. It's Master replicas. So this is what I wanted, right? And I'm a bit miffed. Okay, I'm like, pre-order. I want the phaser. Right? Absolutely. Okay, it's already in my cart, right? But like, I go to checkout. And no, these products are not available in your location. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. And what they got this thing called Israel split shipping. Maybe I should just give them a call. Maybe I'll just give them a call. You never know, right? You never know. Anyway, so that's my retail therapy going on, and I have to tell you, it's quite therapeutic, right? I would have got a new phone today, but my debit card only has so much limit on it, right? I got to get them to raise that, right? Sorry, I just saw what bottle the guy said. I'll get to it when I get to the chat, sir. Right? I'll get to it when I get to the chat. What bollocks do I have to look? I've got quite a bit of bollocks. Yeah. Okay. Let's look at this for a second. I also wanted to look at the I Play Rocky trailer. 1 second. So, like, this is what's wrong with the Western world right now. This is the most emblematic thing that's wrong with the Western world.
In this country.
Does white supremacy cause black people to kill their own at a larger disproportional rate than any other race?
So first of all, what you're saying is really racist.
But how can you say facts?
Stats are not racist. So if I say, statistically, black people kill more black people than white people kill black people, that's just a fact.
But
and
white
I think
people are
it's
killing
a
black
tragedy.
people out of white supremacist ideals.
Yeah. That doesn't really happen, darling. Right? I don't know why you think it does, but it really doesn't. I know why, because you watch MSNBC, right?
What do we do about this white supremacy that's going on?
I don't know. Maybe first and foremost, get rid of the president that's bringing it out of people, bringing
Trump
it to the
is
forefront.
bringing white supremacy out of people?
He's bombing Lebanon.
No.
So bombing Lebanon is because
Actually, that was Israel.
of white supremacy. I want you to teach me right now
First of all,
how bombing Lebanon influences white supremacy in America, causing
because we are
white on
killing
black crime.
black and brown people because they are black and brown. Because
Again, honestly, this woman is dumb as a box of rocks. Look at her. She is just so stupid.
they are not white Christians.
That's why it's
And
happening.
the more that you fool yourself and the more you try to fool college students into this, the more you spread information that continues to perpetuate white supremacy, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
All right.
I'm going to take a guess that she doesn't get laid often. right? I'm just going to take a guess. Okay, I know the young lady, but because of that, you've had criminals be able to run rings around idiots like that until you get to a situation like this where they feel they're entitled to be criminal, right? Again, this is just really bizarroville to me, but hang on. Doink.
Why are you sensationalizing the propaganda?
What are we sensationalizing?
To attack our community. What's your final objective?
We're not attacking your community by any means.
Are you making good money from this?
We're looking for fraud.
No,
for instance, can you answer our question? Where's Safari Transportation Company 607? It's not there.
How
why don't you answer?
How much money are
why don't you answer the question? Where's 617 Dreamline Security?
How much money are you making?
I make money off of YouTube. That's how I make my money.
Exactly. So you're making money.
It's amazing. Leftists always go there. Who's funding you? How much money are you making? It's because that's the only reason they do anything, right? It's so bizarre.
Off of sensationalizing.
That my job
and attacking
is
the Somali community.
I'm not attacking you guys. We're asking.
I'll tell you the
fraud
reason
is fraud,
why this is happening.
sir.
All right, let me tell you the reason why.
Fraud is fraud, correct?
Yes.
This has nothing to do with race. This is fraud. This
absolutely has to do with us being Muslim.
No, it does not.
All right, and us being from Africa.
Well, yes and no. Actually, it's not because you're Muslim from Africa, but because you are Muslim from Africa, you have a very different cultural background to Western Americans, right? Where you have very different moral standards. Like the Somalians seem to think there's nothing wrong with stealing tons of money from the government, right? And why not? I mean, a lot of Washington does it.
This is a constitutional argument. If you don't want us here, change the freedom of religion. Say, listen, we don't want Muslims in this country anymore.
They're fine with Muslims, but they just want people to fit into the country. So if you can be a Muslim and, you cannot rip the government off for billions of dollars and, be massively anti-Semitic and scream jihad all the time, I think we're all cool. If you can't do that, it's a bit of a problem.
We're not saying that.
No.
We're not saying that.
When I go
Sir,
onto
we're
your
talking
comments,
about fraud. When
I go onto your comments,
my comments.
What I see is people that say we do not want Muslims here. Kick every single Muslim in Minnesota out of Minnesota.
That's a comment.
You're preparing for the Somali community to maybe be taken to concentration camps, just like the Japanese community. All right, you're sensational.
Yeah, no, it's not. But maybe you want to stop stealing as well. I don't know. Do you think that might be a good idea?
No, we're not.
All right,
Sir,
something that
answer the question. Where is the transportation vehicle company?
Something that can jeopardize
answer the question.
The safety and the protection of the Somali community.
We're talking about fraud,
If anything happens to the Somali community,
we're talking about fraud.
Listen, I'm not doing anything. I'm not physically touching
You're getting very close.
I'm not physically touching. No, I'm not physically touching.
This is fraud. We're talking about fraud.
What you're
defending fraud.
You're defending fraud.
You're defending fraud.
People who hate Muslims.
Yeah, he's defending fraud, hiding behind a Islamophobia cloak, which weirdly doesn't work anymore.
Want us out of here.
People can say what they want.
Muslim,
I'm not censoring anybody.
Us using your material. Islamophobes use your material. People who hate Islam use your material.
Why do you think there's some people who hate Islam? I mean, you did rape between 250,000 and 1 million girls, right? That's a lot. That's a lot. Right? To be 250,000 and 1 million, it's probably closer to the million. That's a lot of rape girls.
To us, we don't want you here. Okay. Change the Constitution. But guess what? Let me tell you something. Guess what?
Say it. We're asking about fraud. We're asking about fraud.
You hate Muslims.
I'm not saying I hate Muslims. We're talking about fraud. We're talking about fraud.
Why are you attacking us?
This is fraud.
And he's getting more and more worked up.
Community that suffers because of fraud.
We're talking about fraud.
Are we the only community that does fraud? Are we?
No one does it like you, mate.
The only community that does this.
This is about fraud.
Right, there's 300 Somali providers in all of Minnesota?
There's actually 800.
Don't keep talking. Don't go
so, you speak transportation companies.
Minnesota looks miserable. All the snow everywhere.
Security doesn't even speak English. Listen, let me tell you something.
See, this isn't a race issue, sir. This is about fraud.
We have, 1,000 providers?
Yeah, you guys have a...
Even it's 2,000 providers. Okay, you want to sacrifice the safety of 80,000 people because of fucking 2,000 providers? Are you fucking mad? Are you stupid?
So because everyone's going to suffer, then we got to be allowed to still. Well, there are a lot of strange people around. I think that, that's the only way we can say it. There's a lot of strange people about. This is one of them, right? It's a man.
There is a bunch of Algerians and Moroccans or whoever who think that queer people should be beaten. I think that this system where you have people just living...
So this is a guy who fled America because he's terrorized a trans woman who has a penis. Right, and I think it came with her from the beginning, and she didn't sew it on. This is a trans woman who left America, right, because of the intolerance of the Trump empire, and went to Holland and found that all the immigrants there were not so open-minded.
Between here and there is a bunch of Algerians and Moroccans or whoever who think that queer people should be beaten. I think that this system where you have people just living out here that are unhappy is not good.
Yeah. And do you think it's safe here?
No, I don't think it's safe.
Oh, it's scary. It's legitimately scary. I decided that my mental health is degrading so substantially being here that I just need to get out, and the situation...
I mean, it clearly wasn't doing so great to start with.
The situation that I have in the U.S. as a trans person, not good, right? But here, I will be hurt or killed.
So he actually finds out the reality of his stupidity. I saw a trailer came out from a movie I thought was quite interesting because I remember this movie very well. It's called I Play Rocky. Let's look at this trailer together.
Name?
I'm Mike. Acting's what I live and breathe for. And I gotta have faith in myself.
You need to show everyone who you are.
I like this girl, Sylvester.
Sylvester?
That's right, his real name.
It's got a nice ring to it. Sylvester Stallone. It's like Peter Parker.
Yeah, biopics are all the rage now.
Are you delusional? You don't got the looks to be a movie star. Not to mention, you talk like you got rocks in your mouth.
Yeah, I know I don't look like Einstein, but I got a brain. The only way for me to get to show people is me to have to write a script for myself.
Yeah, so do that. Write a script. And give yourself the best part. There's something big here.
You wrote this in 3.5 days. This is freaking good. To have someone like Chuck Bronson.
I mean, like that first Rocky is fantastic.
Or we could do Eastwood.
Guys, I play Rocky.
I have no idea what that means.
So the writer wants to be in it, as the lead. No, absolutely not. Throw some money at him. 25K.
No.
Raise the offer. Try 75.
You're parking cars, for Christ's sake. Sylvester.
No.
175.
Good for him. Oh, good for him.
Go to 200.
No?
I'm not giving this up. Not for $1 million. Not for 10.
He's good, right? He really is good.
Hey.
All right, now if you do this,
Comes with some strings.
if you ever fall 1 day behind schedule,
The meat's frozen solid.
they're gonna kick you to the curb
You broke your hand.
and they can replace you with a real actor.
I don't even know what I'm doing. It's any good.
Just do the best acting of your life and everything will be fine.
It's an inspirational movie about making an inspirational movie.
How far behind schedule are they?
They're not.
This movie is about having a belief in yourself. It's about going the distance. I put my heart and soul on the page.
Honestly, he deserves his career just because of this.
If I'm not willing to live up to what I wrote, then what's the point? So do you believe in me? Or not? I thought you said you could box.
I lied.
Let go of the head!
I'm an actor, goddammit. You always lie.
That was good, okay? They might actually get me out to the movies by then. All right, that actually looks pretty good. Fine with that. Shall we get to the chat? I think we should get to the chat. We're going to look at. Do we cover everything? Yeah. Actually, we've got quite a lot to go through. Fine. Where is the? Let's pull up the thumbnail. A Yankee Doodle Dandy. Yankee Doodle. There you go, doink. Oh, we're having a bit of a Capaldi episode, even though it's not Capaldi, right? And look, most of Big Finish's best stuff now doesn't have the original actors in them. They've replaced Hartnell, Triumphant, Pertwee, and Capaldi, and I'm tempted to listen to Matt Smith stuff, right? But this once they replace and John Hurt, right? They got rid of the Jonathan Carley. That's the best stuff Big Finish is doing by far. Like, by far. They really sell the look on Capaldi's face here. That's so much his doctor. Fine. Let's go. 12 Triumphant Return. I'm about 3/4 of the way through it. It's pretty good. For me, it's a recommend. Right? It's and I like the weekly release of it. I think it's a good idea. The weird Frank Miller James Gunn team up. Yeah, what is up with that? SFX magazine. Oh, we've got to look at that as well. I forgot about that. Fine. Well, let's get a chat. Well, one more thing about it. OG is here. I've just finished reading Vanishing Point with the Doctor novels. It's another series, part of Doctor Who. That is vanishing, sadly. Right? That was a great little run of novels. I guess they're going to be brought to life by AI eventually. I'll also talk about Angeli and Fritz's line. Fritz was great. Fritz was really good. They did him well in Big Finish. Here, 1 second. Was it Fitz or Fritz? 1 second. Big Finish. Their new website opens up much quicker now, thank God. Hang on. Oh, wait. You go away. You come here. It was 8th Doctor. Is it Fitz? Is it Fitz or Fritz? I think it might be Fritz. Company of Friends. There you go. Yeah, who they're playing him? Is it? It is Fitz. Matthew D'Angelo, who was well known from EastEnders at the time. But he really worked as Fitz, right? This is a good little release, by the way. It's got Mary Shelley, Fitz in it. What's the name? Izzy from the comic books and Bernie Summerfield. They're all in that like their own little 644. It's totally worth it. It's totally worth it, right? They haven't done these for a while. They're Pulp Mario releases, right? Where it's 4 stories on one normal sized disc. Yeah, I like Bit of Fitz. This is cool. Where are we up to? Jonathan Cox is here. As is Gary Hewitt, who is in Liverpool. Afternoon from Liverpool, UK. Well, afternoon to you, sir. Mark the Vickle, typical live at 5 at 4. Well, it says live at 4. Look on the thing right there. I wasn't lying. And okay, now you're talking like emoji. What 191? I don't know what that means. But I'm sure it means something. I don't know what it is. Watch this about the big next week live from the Rabbi's Porsche. Oh yeah, so we're only getting blowjob at the time. Yeah, while I'm going up Hollywood Drive. Darren M is here, Darren M. Expert 5 says I was so happy when I left my ex-wife. She's crazy. Well, that's the thing. Women go crazy when they get divorced. I mean my wife just turned into this like, oh God, relentless bully. Oh, it was like being, attached to Hitler, only a little less pleasant. She was really, but again, hell hath no fury, right? And again, my wife wanted the divorce. She totally initiated everything, and then I got to the point where I agreed with her, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm not really interested. Then she was mad at me for it. I'm like, really? That doesn't seem fair. But what's fair, ladies and gentlemen? What's fair? So, yeah, they do go crazy, right? They do go crazy. That is true. Mostly, I guess, right? Oh, I'm so bloody amicable. God, I gave her so much money. You have no idea how much money I gave her. Never mind. Oh, that's the other thing. All the charity I'm giving is in her father's name, right? Because I wanted to make something to make her feel good. Didn't work. but I'm still doing it. I liked him. You know. No further than Southampton Monday. Yeah, I did go and annoy. You should do. I saw he was in London. Right, that's really cool. That John not saying that. OJ said Matthew Powder's here. You're mowing the lawn. Are we talking in code, sir? Atty Tree is here. How you doing, Atty Tree? Thank you for joining us. Darren out. I'm almost positive hello to you, but I'm going to err on the side of caution. Paul Tozen's here. How you doing, Paul Tozen? Thank you for joining us. There's some form of Muslims who see through the persuasion, but not enough speak out. Well, you're going to get your legs broken, aren't you? Right? You're only going to get your legs broken, and not in a good way. I don't remember the Japanese committing fraud during World War II. Well, who knows what went on in those camps. We need more people to read Rupert Lowe's report. Here's the thing. I think it's going to be so long till the next election that it's enough time for Rupert Lowe to take the lead. Right? I really do. And I think Farage is going to be, is going to lose it. Right? He's not going to, for some reason, he'll come so close. But at least just want to be Prime Minister so badly. I really wish that he kept Rupert Lowe with it. It was a real mistake to jettison him. Right? It was a real mistake. What can you do? What can you do? What are we up to? Dr. Alex is here. Hello, Capaldi is back, sort of. Yes, he is. Again, then they should have used season 14 as your season 12, season 13, and 14 as their source, but sadly not. Right? Sadly not. But I think we're going to do a bit of a deep dive on it. Right? I think it was actually very, very successful, quite frankly. Way too self-congratulatory. I'm not sure what it is. Are we talking about Trump? He's very self-congratulatory. By the way, Doctor, I'm so sorry. I'm terrible at replying right now. But I think my life's sort of getting back to equilibrium. Well, I say that, right? I say that, and like in terms of like dating. Here's the thing. I don't plan to have any, physical contact with a lady unless I marry them, right? So, when I date, I'm dating to get married. I'm not dating to, like, hook up. But, yeah, that's how it is, and hopefully how it is mostly in the religious world, right? Although, it's kind of say if a woman goes around to a man's house, then he's expected to sleep with him. I'm like, that's a bit, okay. No, what if you just want to borrow a cup of sugar? I don't know. I think again, and that's like religious people. I don't get it. I really, genuinely don't get it at all. Right. So under normal circumstances, I would wait a good 6 months before I even started thinking about dating. There's just one person who I think fancies me, who I fancy. So who kind of like ticks every box for me humanly possible. So I'll ask them out in about a week or so. After this mourning period. I have no idea if they're interested. Like, really, I think they are, but I can't tell. I don't know. But that's going to be a bit that the way that goes is really deciding my future in a lot of ways. Like if you on Downstream last week, I was talking about getting a 4K player, right? But if I end up like not hooking up, getting together with that person, right? Well, I'm not going to have time for that then. You're right. If I don't, 4K player. Here we go, baby. Where are we up to? Trump is so homophobic. He hosted a gay way to get Mar-a-Lago. I know. Those people are crazy. They are so crazy. Yeah, Paul tells us hello to you, but everyone, say hello again. I need to dye my my hair black. I do. I look weeks younger. A real man playing a real man. Well, you don't get that often. I watched 11th Hour last week. I was almost in tears. Never liked the big eyeball, though. It was not a bad monster. It's a bit of a monster of the week. But it's not. It does the trick, right? It does, because there's so much else going on in that episode, right? Maybe Whoopi Goldberg would have been a more authentic Stallone. I thought that guy was okay. Okay, I guess not. People don't like it. Lottie's here. How you doing, Lottie? Thank you for joining us. You're in the live chat and I'm only half drunk. Well, there's going to be another half coming soon. Don't you worry. Where should we start? Should we look at SFX magazine first? Let's look at SFX magazine first. There we go. Oh, hey, Pete, you've done a good job. You've done good. And onwards. Star Trekking across the universe. I mean, like, here's the thing. I know Strange New Worlds has such incredible potential because I saw the first season, right? Like the second season was woke shit. The third season was boring because they took the woke out of it. Maybe they pulled it together. I don't know. Spider-Man Brand New Day. Looking forward to that. The end of Oak Street. Sci-fi survival thrills. Ice Cream Man. No idea. The Kids Are Not All Right. Stuart Fell Save the Universe. This looks really good. Right, the Big Bang Theory spin-off, that looks actually really good. Pinocchio Armstrong on set for new horror film. Android, Silence of the Lambs, Godzilla, Terminal, Batman, Rocket Raccoon, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Frank Miller, Masters of the Universe, Doom Part 3, and Beetlejuice, as well as Lost House and Walking Dead, Dead Sea. I am just so out of it. I'm so out of Walking Dead. Black Panther in concert. I'd love to go to those sort of things, right? That sounds really cool. So fine, man. That's a really bad look there, Anson. This one's a pretty bad one too. What's on page 52? Ice Cream Man. I have no idea what that's about. But it looked like a very effeminate man, right? I mean, okay, that actually looks like a man. Whenever I see Elliot Page now, in connection to the Odyssey, that person looks ridiculous. That person looks like a 12-year-old boy, right? Does not look like a man. That's the way I roll, baby. Let's look at the rants and raves. Finally catching up on Widow's Bay. Yes, you're all correct. Isn't he brilliant? I've got to check that out. Evil Dead Bird is gnarly, vile, and brutal. Absolutely never heard of it. I just started watching Dark Shadows from the beginning. 1,225 episodes should keep me busy. Are you at your mind? Very much enjoying the recent addition to the BBC Archive YouTube channel, a very British sci-fi convention, a 1993 documentary about the gathering of the prisoner fans. I've got to check that out. That sounds awesome. Right, R.I.P. Gathered with pals to watch the Joel's Heavy Buffalo episode, Band Candy, Helpless, and A New Man. Anthony, I forgot he just passed away. Brilliant in all three. The Ripper series never happened is a tragedy, right? I fondly remember him visiting the SFX office for a research purpose in 2017, as he was about to play a magazine editor. It spoke volumes regarding how much he cared about his craft. He did. Right, he did. But okay, there was going to be like a Buffy spin-off called Ripper based on Giles because he was in England, right? But it was going to be like produced by the BBC but written by Josh Whedon and overseen by them. So it would have felt like a BBC 4-part miniseries, right? But it would have been Buffy in the Buffyverse. That's just so weird, right? It's a really weird idea. I kind of like it, right? I do kind of like it. I'd like to see what that happens, right? Bandcamp is a great episode, right? It is a great episode. Come back here. Where we have to? Fine. Sorry to hear the news about Anthony Stewart Head. Anthony Head. Check out Stephen's guest appearance on Rewatchables podcast discussing 2001 Space Odyssey. A deep dive into Kubrick's masterpiece. I will check that out. That allows Spielberg to indulge his not so inner movie geek. Also, Tony Head, very sorry. Tara Bennett. Raves, a lovely range of genre animation projects announced at the Annecy Festival 26. Common Side Effects, Season 2 of The Wolf, Ages of Madness, Howling of the Djinn, and Dan Trachtenberg's take on the comic Freddy the 13th. Great to see so many fresh ideas. Rants, it's summer. Why hasn't Seth Rogen's Muppet Show revival been picked up? That is true. That's true. Never mind. So what we got here? It's a TV show about a woman with a droid. I guess this is a droid. She looks kind of familiar. I'm sure I've seen it. Was she in what's it called again? Afterlife? I kind of think she was, right? I kind of think she was. So it's on now on iPlayer. BBC 4 it begins July 11th, but it began 5 days ago. Silence of the Lambs on stage. That's actually quite a good idea. That is quite a good idea. Well, Silence of the Lambs. Come back. Premieres at the Kerr Theatre in Leicester in August 1st. Science Land. I bet that has a lot of potential to be good, as long as you have a good actor. Godzilla Zero, the history of Godzilla. It looks like a comic. I'm not really that interested. Guerrilla War, the Yanto Go 8 and Predator versus Planet of the Apes. Just kind of sounds kind of dull. Not for me. Dune Part 3, easier said than Dune. Okay, it's coming in December. There are over 20 books in the Dune series. The first 6 were written by creator Frank Herbert. Yeah, well, the last one, like Riders or whatever it was, Sandworms of Dune. That was from all his notes, right? I love they're bringing back Jason Momoa as a Gula, as a clone of Duncan Idaho, right? That's a really cool idea. I like Doom Messiah a lot, as it happens. There's a Rocket Raccoon comic. Buffy and Angel return to the comics with Dynamite Entertainment. It's kind of like I'm kind of like it's gone now. Come on, what? And this looks like it's shit. What is this? 2 new stories warp Star Trek into the Webtoon universe. Oh, fuck off! And what's with the fat chick? Really? What is with that fat chick? I mean, at least there's 4 men and 2 women. That's about the right ratio. She cried. The episodes of Stargazers debuts on Mondays across Webtoon platform and app. Recollection comic launches this summer. It just seems a bit meh. All right, it seems a bit meh. Not for me. Master Universe having a nice revival after the movie. But I don't think the movie did that well. Who knows? No movie does well. Robert Kirkman teams up with X-Men veterans on new superheroes Terminal. Oh. Who's doing the art on that? Is it Joe Kubert? It's nice stuff. Riddles in the Dark. What's this? Classic foes are heading for the scene in Batman Capes Crusader Season 2. That's the one where they really weirdly, randomly race swapped a bunch of characters. Right? They should have, if they're going to do that, they should have race swapped Batman. Push the Wall by Frank Miller is out. So what's Push the Wall? DC has released a new facsimile edition of the Dark Knight Returns 40th anniversary edition with covers by artists like Brian Byrne. Really? 1 second. Dark Knight Returns facsimile edition. What's it? What is the facsimile edition? Tell me more, baby. Oh, actually, I'll read on Bleeding Cool. Jim Lee and Frank Miller's new variant covers The Dark Knight Returns. So what's this? So what is a facsimile edition exactly? Again, in February 2026, so it's 40th anniversary. I guess it's late. It's one of the standard version, reproduced the original close as possible. I've still got the original version. But what's a facsimile edition? Blank skits variant. Okay, well, really? I don't know what the facsimile edition is. Fine, we'll look over here then. So what is it? Is it oversized? Okay, beginning February, DC will release monthly facsimile edition of Dark Knight Returns 1-4. Faithfully reproduced the original 86. Oh, that's what it is. Complete with the original covers as ads and back matter. Oh, that's what it is. There was no ads in it. Prestige format. There was no ads in it. Right. Variant covers. Okay. I like that cover. A new one by Frank Miller. That's a shame, really. They're not. Oh, yeah, whatever. That's what a facsimile edition is. We found out. So what's this? It's an artistic exposition. What's it going on his new memoir, Push the Wall? Okay, he's got a new memoir coming out. That's what he's telling us. Okay, that actually sounds kind of interesting. Oh, I want all these. Okay, let's look at the news wall. Sarah Snook, who's very good in Succession, starts as a new adaptation on Daphne du Mariner's story, The Birds. This is a limited series from Leftovers writer Tom Spessier relocates the eyeball pecking fun to Alaska. Interesting. Snakes Alive, Zack Snyder's latest director attached to the remake of John Carpenter's 1981 Escape from is the latest. Yeah, he's good casting for that. Toni Collette and Alfred Woodward join Joseph Gordon-Levitt's new AI thriller, provisionally titled 2034. Okay. There's a sequel to Morty in the way. Patrick Hughes returns to co-write and direct. This year's Doctor Who Christmas has officially been swiped from under the tree with the departure of creator Sabrina Rusty Davis. He has put the series out to tender, inviting pitches from interesting parties. It was cancelled. And was as at Stargate's revival, it's so stupid, which was being developed by Martin Guerrero. The Devil May Care in you for season 3. Lisa Joy and Jonathan Nolan are set to reimagine the 80s to Gem at the Holograms. There's been a bunch of those as an elevated live-action techno thriller series. Look who's talking. Anna Taylor-Joy joins Lord of the Rings: The Hunt for Gollum. She'll play Serena, a Cinder elf in the woodland realms of the deadly agent of Lee Pace's King Thranduil. I like Lee Pace. It's pretty good. He's watchable in everything. The sequel to 2000 Grinch Stole Christmas is on the way. Ron Howard returns to direct. Jim Carrey, possibly his clone, is in talks to reprise his big green joy killer. Okay, it's weird. Widow's Bay has won a second season. Okay, everybody recommends I should check it out. Jeff Daniels and Brendan Fraser heads for Mars in Josh Waitley's Starman. Okay, I thought it was Jeff Bridges for a second, where I was like, is this a sequel to Starman? I like Starman. Evil Dead Wrath will be set in 1972. Director Francis Gleppi. A prequel is set to open on April 7, 2027. Yeah, 2028. That's a good idea. Setting it in 72. That's a good idea. Netflix canceled The Duffer Brothers: The Burrows just after one season. I guess it wasn't that great. Far Under Groovy, baby. Mike Mayers says there's a fourth Austin Powers on the way. I kind of hope there is, right? Witchy steampunk game Events at the Unity Farm is being turned into a series written by Batman Cape Crusader Jeffrey Thorne. George Miller is reportedly been pitching one final Mad Max movie and TV series of potential studios. Please, somebody take it. Oh, wrap up that story. I love Mad Max. Kika's Delivery Service is coming to TV based on the book by Eiko Cad Ono, adapted from the Studio Ghibli in 1989. Its planned live action will take 10 episodes. Mona's Cleaver voices Jessica Cruz in My Adventure with Superman. Spin-off My Adventure with Green Lantern. Mark Hamill joins the third season of Twisted Metal. Don't know what the first two are. After the success of Backrooms, Hollywood is scrambling for the next big thing. He has Kevin Cates' YouTube sensational Open Door snapped up. Okay. Welcome to Derry. Jason Fuchs is writing a new Transformers movie. A full Blair Witch movie is set to arrive in September. And for your debut of director Dylan Clark. Zac Efron will star in the series adapting William Hochstein's novel Falling Angel, inspired from the 1980s Voodoo Gumshoe flick. Oh, Angel Heart. That sounds cool. Now, what's this? Creatures, objects of desire. How much are these? Let's have a look. Just tell me how much it is, baby. Okay, I'm trying to pre-order. I just want to see how much it is. That's not so bad. And it's in shekels, so you got to divide it by 3 to get dollars. I guess this one. Okay, that's like $120. It's not so bad at all. How big is it? That's the question. I mean, these will be nice things to have. How big are they? 17 centimeters. All right. That's that's pretty small. That's pretty small. Anyway. Buy your command. Yeah, I want that too. How much is that? You get a 1/12 scale figure kit. I see what they got. All right, I'm showing my brand. Battle start. Wow, $800. $900. No. That's a no. Well, the Enterprise look nice. Let's see if I can afford that. Well, it's Corgi, so you got to hope, right? We accept. We accept everything, apart from that. Star Trek. Star Trekking across the universe. Sort by release date. Because that thing looked like it was new. Wow, £109. But you get two Enterprises for that? Well, how big are they? That's the thing. All right. Not really that interested. What we got down here? Oh God, purple, go away. Anti-head for a lot of people dying. Yeah, straight well. I mean, it's just so annoying they fumble the ball with it because there's so much potential. Why can't they just do something like Star Trek, right? Which they did in their first season. And like, this Captain Kirk is shit. I'm sorry. Looks more like Jim Carrey. Wait, isn't that what's the name from the End of the World? One of the trees. Okay, again, too many chicks. Kind of looking forward to this, actually. The Spider-Man movies are normally good. I got to try and check out that Punisher thing before the movie. Jurassic Neighborhood in the end of Oak Street. Okay. It's in the cinemas from August 14th. So this looks good. This is the minor characters from the Big Bang Theory. And they're in like this switching between different multiversal places. And they're trying to like not save the universal something. But it actually looks quite good. They've put a ridiculous amount of money into it. Weirdly enough, what's this one? House Arrest. No idea. It's Last House is on Netflix. Cold Killer, The Ice Cream Man. Oh yeah, this is the bit where he turns all the kids into like murderous zombies. Demand Dead and Loving It. So this is the Beetlejuice show. The guy doesn't look much like Beetlejuice. He looks a bit, plump. I mean, like, that's weird. Like, going for, I mean, I don't understand. But okay, I guess I'll go and see this. Prince Edward Theatre. I bet that's bloody expensive. Link. Yeah. Let's see how much tickets are. Prince Edward Theatre. Okay, we accept all. So £33. That's not so bad, actually, I have to say. That's really not so bad. Saturday is 53. 28 on Thursday. That's not so bad. Okay, I was being a dick. Right? I was being a dick. And then they have a matinee on Fridays. Again, I don't. Why is the matinee more expensive? I guess it's more desirable. I guess I would go and see that for. Okay, couple 66. That's not so bad at all. Walking Dead. If only this has got to be out. Is that a credit or is that artwork by Carl Lambert, AMC? This has got to be AI. So yeah, it's such a shame. I'm just so out of the Walking Dead. Evil Pinocchio. Why not? Ben Oakley, Fight the Power Novelist Night tells us we need new stories. Okay. Disclosure Day, that was not a new story. That was a really boring movie that went literally nowhere. Toy Story 5, no. Evil Dead Bird, not for me. Supergirl, I didn't mind it. I mean, here, the problem is that was a villain, and he was totally, like, they should have actually paid money for a good actor for the villain. No, it was terrible. They really need a good actor. Pinocchio on strong. Okay. Sentinels. It's all quiet on the Western Front. So this is on an iPlayer. I have no idea what this is. It's a French cyberpunk Captain America on noir, right? Android season 1. Sue Johnson, Diane Morgan. I know I've seen her in something, right? Must be Diane Morgan. That must be her. Right, sure. I've seen the first episode of season 1. I really want to keep watching it, so I'm going to. Oh, again, I'd really like. What's his name? Colin Farrell. Right, he's very good at the gumshoe thing. Star City. I want to watch this, but like I don't watch the other series that it's a spin-off from. X the Unknown. From 1956. I kind of remember this. After a lavish collector's edition of Quatermass, Hammer gives us the same treatment for the film released between them. This is a tale of not from inner Earth, not from outer space. Was planned as the Quatermass Experiment sequel, but Nigel Gill refused Hammer the rights to use the character. Instead, Dean Jagger plays Professor Dr. Royston, an atomic scientist called in when soldiers are training in Scotland to discover the site radioactive. Soon, sentient mud is emerging from the fissures to roam around, scorching bystanders as if they seek substances to feed on. Fine. Okay, whatever. Story of Ricky. Okay. Macabre. Never heard of it. I actually can't remember it now. Think about it. Elevator, The Bottled Fools, Black Box. I mean, look, it's like the same bloody picture. Okay. Beast Unlimited, Dark Crystal, that's the and Labyrinth is out. Highlander, there can be only one, and The Descent. Do like a bit of Highlander. Soylent Green is people. It's on 4K, I guess. So okay. Madhouse, Vincent Price, 74. I don't think I've ever seen this. I don't know. Yeah, nothing there looks that interesting. And this was Rob Grant's pilot for a new series of Red Dwarf, right? Which was a prequel where they recast everyone, which was probably a bad idea. Oh, this is the Frank Miller biography, autobiography. A nice cover. I hope he sells a few. Do they have the price there? No. Nothing's really leaping at me here. Oh, that leapt at me. No. He Who Fights Monsters. What is that? That was... No. What's that? The Avengers, Death in Downing Street. Stranger Things, official story behind the list. It was good for the first few seasons, right? Untangled Game. I have no idea what this is. Written by John the Hitman, Chris Croyd. There's a lot of writers on this. Summer of Supergirl special. Yeah, it's awful. Fury of Firestorm, X-Men Elsewhere. What's this? Is this like an alternative? Doomlord, get out of here! Whoa. They're Doomlords out? Holy crap. With the photo series? The first one. Oh, mate. Oh, let's look at this. One second. Amazon. I didn't know they had Doomlord out. Doomlord. Get out of here. Wait, no, is this out yet, mate? I don't think this doesn't. No, it's from 2005. Wait. Doomlord photo stories. The photo stories. You can't get it on Amazon, therefore it doesn't exist. Who published it? Hibernate Comics. Oh, mate, I'm really down for this. That is total nostalgia for me, right? Everybody likes this new Bond game, but what platform is it on? PC, PS5. I don't have any of these. I'm not buying a PS5. All right, fuck off. Prince of Elliot, The Millennium Tales, Blake 7, The Revenge of the Mutos, and Other Stories. Is this from the Blake 7 annual? Yeah. I mean, they're big into doing those. Flashback. Okay. A bit of 1966, bit of Star Trek. Green Hornet. Wow. That Fahrenheit 451 came out then. That weird version, which I quite like. And I think I'm not going to be able to answer these questions. Next issue is out 12th of August, baby. 12th of August, Zoo, The Warriors from Magic Manor. I have no idea what that is. No idea. All right. Very good. So that actually didn't look like such a bad issue for once, right? Should you buy it? It's up to you. It's up to you. Now, something I'm actually going to recommend, and I haven't listened to the whole first disc yet, right, is the new Big Finish Capaldi Adventures, right? It is a recommend for me. Unless I finish listening to it and they completely, don't stick the landing. But right now, it's definitely a recommend for me. Let me put it up. Now, you see, here's the thing about Capaldi, right? I've said this many times over. We were robbed, right? We were robbed, right? My mouse stopped working. Hang on, doink. We were robbed because, you got Capaldi's first season is about his first days being the Doctor, right? And then the second season, he is like the Doctor. He has grasped that mantle, right? And then his final season was his final days as Doctor, but there should have been like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more seasons between his second and his last season, frankly. And it's kind of awful that there isn't. So Big Finish have really stepped into the fray there, right? So these nice covers here. One second. How can I 12th Doctor Adventures, new series, 12th Doctor Adventures. Yeah, the second death, right? Genuinely, I found this. It feels right, right? It feels right. It feels like you're in a lost season of Capaldi, right? Which again we were robbed from. We got Joji instead. These fit in between the second and third season, right? And really, I'm quite up for this. And it fits the feeling of the Peter Capaldi era. Now, how is his voice? What's his name's voice? John Coleshaw. Well, it's not as perfect as his Brigadier, which you can't tell isn't Nicholas Courtney. You can totally tell this isn't Peter Capaldi, but it is him doing a very good performance, I would say. Right, genuinely a good performance. That works very well. So we got like a 6-part season, And hopefully it's going to go quite well. Interesting enough, they did that. They were doing that with the Ninth Doctor one, and now on the most recent one, they've you kind of had a season finale. So I guess you're going to get another season in a minute. Yeah, 1 second. Here, let's look at the promo video they did, because you get to hear a lot of it. Here we go, doing Run Fast, Be Kind.
At the Victoria Industrial Estate in North Acton. And this is where we join the wonderful sound house in a very busy place. Lots of teams, lots of recording.
Good little video, this. I was wondering about how they put this together.
Lots of lunch breaks, lots of biscuits. Look at this, many people who've recorded here before. You know, the Ninth Doctor, fantastic.
I love his Ninth
Doctor. Oh dear, Paul O'Grady there, dear, oh dear. Can you believe it, honest to goodness? Hello there, this is John Coleshaw playing the 12th Doctor. And
he actually does a good job of it.
I have to use that correct tone of voice every time I say the name of the 12th Doctor. Here we go, to the studio. Director Lisa is guiding us.
My name is Lisa Bowerman, and today I have been directing the 12th Doctor Adventures. What is this series about? Where do we start? Well,
again, this is something I like as well, because it's not Stephen Moffat, and it's not a pastiche on Stephen Moffat. It's trying to be its own thing, which Big Finish used to be really good at. Before the show came back, Big Finish had really developed its own identity.
Whatever it isn't what you think it is.
What is this? Look at the quality of these big doors. And lots of buttons. And this very splendid chap knows exactly what they are.
It's all filled with fairy dust, really.
Hello, I'm Alfie Shaw, and I'm the producer of the 12th Doctor Adventure.
I've never seen Alfie Shaw before, but I didn't think he'll look like the Doctor. That looks like a Time Lord, doesn't it? I do like his style.
So this series takes place in the lovely big narrative gap between the Husbands of River Song and the return of Dr. Mysterio.
What I love about the series is there's a real arc to it. There's a real progression. It's not just separate story.
Oh, good. Okay, that's a good idea. That is a good idea.
Everything leads into the other.
I wanted to get a bit of the Moffat weirdness on a series structural level rather than necessarily an episode-by-episode structure.
And it works really, really well. There are some very topical subjects, but the wonderful thing, and why the...
Rabbi, you made pasta carbonara. Not casa carbonara, pasta carbonara. I'll get to it after this.
Writing is so good in this series.
Good try, Lonnie. Good try. Well played, sir. Stephen Braddock's here. How you doing, Stephen Braddock? Thank you for joining us.
Is that it's something that grows out of the storyline itself. For example, social media, the influence of things that you really shouldn't believe that you might want to believe, your own self-image. There's also a really sad storyline about how you deal with grief.
The more...
Yeah, no, that they certainly touched on that. I think that'll be going through the whole thing. That this is just after River Song died, right, or left to die, even though sort of, right. And culture really plays it well, right. Plays it with the same kind of pathos that Capaldi would.
Immortal you become, the more eternal years you exist. You don't get all the answers. You simply attract more complications. I think the way the 12th Doctor kicked back against that was by not bothering to fully hold back on the irascibility or the irritations. You know, whatever it's holding back comes out in a great witticism or a great put-down. Oh, fantastic, that's just what we need. More on Prime. It's okay, you're an idiot. These beautiful frustrations that just arc and spark out.
Yeah, and he does pull that off well.
What is wonderful in the 12th Doctor's personality is that he doesn't suffer fools terribly gladly, but he has that soft side, but he plays against it, and I think that dynamic works brilliantly.
That's one aspect of it. Another is a very strong sense of the importance of saving people, just making things that little bit better in ways which are right. Constantly having to have the balance, the great quadratic equation of destiny. You save this at the expense of,
what I always liked about the Capaldi era is he was always mildly pissed off about having to save the universe.
The Doctor carries that duty all the time, And 12 carries it in a particularly deliciously sparky way.
And I think if I film myself here, I shall walk along rather like the Brigadier. Evocative of that scene in Spearhead from Space.
Scene 47.
Scene 47 here are the wonderful actors who very soon shall be doing Scene 47.
My name is Gwyddian Evans, and I'm playing Ashlawn Wilton, the new companion, who is described as a wandering bard at the end of the universe. And what an exciting...
it's actually an interesting companion. He is an interesting companion. It's wandering bard at the new universe. That's exactly who he is. Okay, well done.
Kind of description of this character. I immediately, when I saw the description, I thought, I know exactly what this is. There's kind of themes of fallout, like post-apocalyptic, and he's just wandering around, playing songs, telling jokes, to keep spirits high. As
And again, I love the weekly release of these. Right, so that really builds up a not inertia. Like it makes it more of an event.
Really. Mood is quite low. Maybe some more songs to come. Who knows? Who knows?
There's not a full musical episode yet. Not ruling anything out and not promising anything either.
Like all good Doctor and companion meetings, they bump into each other. It happens by chance. The activity of the universe is running by at great velocity. And
yeah, no, they are kind of just forced together on an adventure. It would be more obvious if it was a chick, but it's not.
In the way that these things happen by chance, like the late heavy bombardment of the solar system, events take place, and Ash comes in, and I think the 12th Doctor feels that he can learn something from Ash, and that Ash will suit this period of time.
The sort of relationship between the Doctor and the companion, we've seen the 12th Doctor being Clara's best friend. We've seen him being Bill's professor. We've seen him being Nardol's emotional support enemy. So what we really have in this one is the Doctor actually being a doctor. He's someone who is looking after Ash's mental well-being.
That's a very good point. It feels like it feels a lot more. What's the word I'm looking for? Not solid. The world building of it feels very authentic.
But obviously, traveling with the Doctor is quite dangerous and dark on its own. So that has some interesting kind of push and pull to it.
Ash comes along at a time where he's undergone great loss, and he's really wondering how on earth, how is it possible that you can even go forward?
I was never comfortable with the actual marriage of the Doctor to River Song. I was like, I just never thought that worked.
And the Doctor is feeling his own version of that.
I just can't imagine the Doctor having a shag. It felt. I mean, surely that was Doctor, sure, but I mean, like, he wasn't really the Doctor.
But no, one boot in front of the other, and I think that's what makes the Doctor empathise with Ash, and the protective, rather like Mr. Pertwee, the wings of the mother hen. There's a protective sense that he'll just watch out for him a bit, and the Doctor being immortal is a real curse, but it's the people who travel with the Doctor that are the saving grace. And each companion that comes along always seems to be the right person at the right moment.
See, the good thing about John Coltrane is he really understands what Doctor Who is, right? Which does a lot to put it together.
I'd recently come across Gwyddian. Actually, I'd seen him first in a play reading of a very dated musical, actually, a little while ago in a fringe venue in London. And I thought, I do have this sort of little make mental notes to myself about people going, oh, that's interesting. He kind of knows what he's talking about. And then I used Gwyddian for one of the comedy playhouses that I directed. And
I have to say, there's not enough of it yet for them to really develop a relationship. To me, he seems he's very naturalistic, but he seems a bit dull, right? I don't know. Maybe he'll pick up as it goes along.
He absolutely hit the nail on the head. His timing is impeccable. He makes sense of what's on the page. And when I read there's a lot of scripts, his name came immediately into my mind. What I hadn't anticipated was how instant the chemistry was with John. It was extraordinary. It just hit the ground running completely.
Yeah, it's brilliant working with Gwithian. The Doctor and Ash, they feel like mates. You know, they might go to the pub.
Yeah, again, but they haven't. For what the first story, they haven't really reached that yet. They've been they travelled in TARDIS where I am, but they haven't really. I think they will by the end of the episode.
And discuss certain aspects of the adventures over a pint. You get that feeling that there's a briskness, there's a pace. It's always active. It's always sparking.
I am a Doctor Who fan.
And this is where Big Finish often excels, although they move away from this a lot as well. But they're very good at recreating the feeling of an era, right? Although again, they're actively doing the opposite to that with both the first and second Doctor eras. They're kind of like, yeah, we got the perfect casting for the first, second Doctor. Should we make the first, second? No, let's make weird 6-part things. That would never happen. Okay then.
Peter Capaldi is my favourite Doctor. I mean, everyone has their own favourite Doctor, but he's mine. I just think he brings in all the best bits of all Doctors. I remember also recreating some of these episodes with my sister. We used to film a bunch of stuff, and she's actually now a videographer. We were hugely inspired by that as children, and it's really weird to be in the studio and hear Peter Capaldi in my ear, or John, and hear the Daleks, and it's so surreal to say lines like Doctor or the Daleks or here's the Sonic.
The weird thing is you do hear Peter Capaldi. It's really weird.
Screwdriver and here's your TARDIS key. It's surreal.
Hello, can you hear me? I'm the Doctor.
You are an enemy of the Daleks.
I think it hit me the other day how much of sort of an honour it is to step into the shoes of a companion. You know, this is a one of the companions, and that's...
Yeah, but nobody remembers the audio or the other novel companions or the comic book ones, really.
Really, really terrifying, but exciting at the same time.
The way that the character has been written of Ash is this wonderful... I hate to say that word journey, but you know, he has a wonderful journey from beginning, not necessarily to end, but progressing through the
Okay, it's nice to know, but again, I'm about halfway, 40 minutes into the first one.
whole 2 series. That is completely believable.
So did you say 2 series?
It hit me the other day how much of sort of an honour it is to...
1 second.
He has a wonderful journey from beginning, not necessarily to end, but progressing through the whole 2 series. That
Well, they can't let the cat back, so we're going to get another 6 episodes. Okay.
is completely believable.
I mean, he starts hopeful, and then he's really tested throughout the series, and he goes to really dark places. And
honestly, I'm intrigued to see how they sell it.
But I think it's a really satisfying end. Oh no!
I mean, sell the story rather than sell the discs.
There's too much spoilers, because that's kind of telling about the art.
This is what the studio looks like. We're all here at our stations, all with our headphones. Whenever
I thought they're all with their own booths.
Whenever aliens or monsters or the baddies have to be recorded, usually it's in this booth here, with various carpets and other Foley equipment to achieve the sound effects. And we can communicate with the producers, the directors, the controllers in there. The stories are so beautifully imagined and constructed that they give you a wonderful track on which to glide.
And also, I haven't noticed it being like lecturingly woke, which is a big problem for Big Finish. They can't really resist that. Such
is the character of the 12th Doctor and the irascibility and personality. Every line gives you a beautiful opportunity for a lacerating piece of wit or a beautiful piece of profound psychology.
Big Finish, I beg you, just get Dr. Alex's books and adapt them. That'd be perfect.
Honestly, every line is a gem. And of course, the big speeches are there. These wonderful, big, profound, moral, beautiful speeches.
Yeah, he's good at doing those.
It is amazing. It's so spooky to hear John, become Peter Capaldi. Sometimes I'm recording and I shut my eyes and it's him. But then I open my eyes and then it's John. It's a really...
You can hear at the back of his throat that it's not Capaldi.
Strange and bizarre thing. But it's also brilliant as well because we've got these fantastic scripts and of course the signature how does John put it, cabaldacious speeches that we've got, which he delivers so brilliantly.
A daily workout that helps you through is to listen to the speech from the Zygon story. When you've beaten all the bad guys, how are you going to protect your glorious revolution from the next one? What are you going to do with people like you, the troublemakers?
And the trouble with that, it is a great speech. It really is a great speech. But the point wouldn't have they would never have been talked over, the ISIS Zygons.
Got to watch that one. You have to watch where 12 runs after Missy and the Master and gives that glorious, I don't do this. God knows it's not because it works, because it hardly ever does. I do it because it's right. It's right.
Yeah, again, you can hear it in his voice. It's really good.
And it's kind. If we work together, some people may live. Maybe not for long. But it's the right thing. You've got to load up on that. Even if there's a long enough tea break, I'll have another listen then. Quite often I can be seen in one of the sofas in the corridor of the sound house with a phone to my ear, and I'll be listening to one of those speeches. Especially if I know one of the new ones is coming up, because it's sort of like an electric car, just charging yourself up like that.
And again, as far as like recreating the era, recreating the Doctor, I should say, it's as good as all the other ones they do, which are, generally speaking, very good.
When it comes to John's performance of the 12th, I think from a certain perspective that there could be a worry that when somebody is good at impersonation, they're not going to be able to carry it through into performance. And that is, there's a very subtle difference and a muddy line between impersonation and acting and performance and the emotional context of it. I think even from the first scene, I went, oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be very good. John...
Well, that's why his Brigadier is so good as well, because he really understands how Nicholas Courtney played the character.
John hasn't just got the voice. He's got the emotional context. And we've had 6 different casts over the last few days. And every one of them kind of went, oh my God, that was just... I have the 12th in my ears. I know it sounds strange. I haven't been looking at John a lot. I think obviously...
We'll look at the Ninth Doctor range in a second, because I think maybe we've reached the season finale with their latest release, which I thought was very good as it happens.
Staying within the audio context as a director is useful because you have to hear it. I am the listener, after all. But it is so accurate and so emotionally accurate that it's really exciting, and I just want to stand on a hilltop and go, listen to this. This is absolutely amazing. It's not just a great... I hesitate to say impersonation. It's just theatrically and in a dramatic sense a really good piece of drama and audio, and I am...
Well, I can agree with the first 40 minutes at least. It really is.
Delighted.
I love the sense of patterns returning. Solar eclipses happen in Saros cycles, rather like a turn and an arc and a celestial dance. Almost seems to be that way with personality traits with the Doctor. Here comes the 12th. There are aspects of William Hartnell in there. There are aspects of the elegance of John Pertwee.
It's basically Pertwee and Tom Baker fused, but yeah, micro expressions of all the Doctors. Again, Cabal is such a good actor.
There are aspects of the beautiful, surreal sense of humour of Tom Baker. There's an energy, a sense of freshness, and a sense of attack and striding forward of Peter Davison. There's the dash of David Tennant. There's the otherness of Matt Smith. And so it goes on. There's this wonderful cocktail. There's the ebullience of Colin Baker, and that they all dance together. They all dance together. It's this beautiful aspect of...
that is Capaldi's performance.
When you can see the little shades and the print-throughs of all these collective pieces of DNA that come together. But the strongest of all in this incarnation is the great sort of attack eyebrows of Peter Capaldi. It tends to be the leading force, the attack eyebrows, just like that.
So yeah, look, for me, again, as I said, it's a recommend. honestly, so we're going to get 2 seasons of it, right? Hang on, let's look at it. Because I was really confused with the 9th Doctor release this month. Was it last month? Yeah, the 13 o'clock. So this was number 6 of season 4. So I guess it really annoys me, right? Oh, Dark Tides. Next release. Okay, so is this a new season? Right, the Lost Ship and the Vespa have returned to normal space. So, okay, it's a spacey one because the last 6 one has been very much set on the Palace State, which they kind of explain in this finale. I'm not ready to review it yet. I'll do that soon. Man, it's late. Wow, it's late. Wow, 1 second. But yeah, I'm really psyched about these. How much is the full bundle? £43. £44 to get 6 releases. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. So it's like what, $7.50 each. That again for this, it sounds fair, right? It does sound fair. What's the next one after this? I'm a bit worried about Rochelle Patel because she wrote a bit of a stinker recently. Catherine White. I mean, okay, all this is sounding very scary, but hopefully it'll be good. I have a Dalek finale apparently. Okay, I'm gonna have to go. Blimey, I didn't realize it was this late. I thought I had about another. I thought it was like more 7ish. Okay, did anything I didn't get to? I don't know. I'll get to it soon. I'll get to it next show. I am back on Sunday. No stream Saturday night on Dan's channel this week. I'm back on Sunday with some more of my normal cyber filth. Who knows or dares to dream what we're going. No show Sunday and Tuesday next week. No show Thursday. Fine. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to hit the end broadcast when I'm going to hit it again. Say good night. Good luck and